eggplant doesn't have necessarily the best reputation for being the greatest tasting vegetable, and part of the reason is because it doesn't have a lot of flavor on its own, and another reason is because a lot of people do things to it that increase the fat content so much and the salt content so much that it becomes less nutritious, and while they may like it, they don't eat it very often because of that. So we're going to look at a way to get around that a little bit. We're going to be using eggplant out of the garden. This is the long, skinny kind, and we're going to make Mediterranean vegetable sandwiches. Now, normally when you use eggplant, you may have to make a decision. Are you going to peel it or not? If you're using a purple variety and a very young variety of purple, you don't have to peel because the peel is easy to get through with your teeth. It doesn't toughen up a lot. If you're using a white variety, you definitely want to. It has a much tougher hide than the purple varieties do, and so you're going to want to peel those. The next question is whether or not you're going to salt it. Now the benefit of salting here, we've got this one sliced, and I've decided or started to slice it. I'm cutting it at about 1/4 inch thick pieces. We're going to eventually put it in the broiler. The reason that people salt it is because eggplant can have a bitter taste, which is why, again, it doesn't necessarily have the best reputation. Mixing it with salt in a colander, and we'll need about 1/2 pound of these, and if you don't have the type we have here, you can use larger ones, but just cut them down to size. Go ahead and salt them, and do it fairly heavily, and the salt will pull the water out, and along with the water you'll get some of the bitter taste coming out. The other advantage is that eggplant can be kind of spongy and too soft and mushy, and pulling that water out early on will also help give you a firmer texture later on, and it'll make, if you're making something that's breaded, for instance, it'll be less apt to be soggy. So we mix this together, making sure that you get it all coated. You need to move fairly quickly because it will tend to darken on you. Now the problem you can see developing is if you're on a restricted sodium diet, we no longer have a low sodium food here, which is what the eggplant started at. And I cannot tell you what the sodium content will be later on. This is going to sit in for about 30 minutes with the salt, and that will be enough. And then the next thing that you want to do is come back to it and rinse it well and dry it with a paper towel. And I have some that we've done that to here. Now the reason I can't tell you how much sodium is left is because there's no way for me to really know how much was absorbed. The bulk of the salt, in all probability, has been rinsed away. But if you're on a sodium restricted diet by orders of a physician or by your own choice, this is probably, you're going to want to skip the salting step and just take your chances that it won't be real bitter. You can reduce your chances somewhat by making sure that it's young and that it's not too large to start with. We have the eggplant here. We're going to spread it out on a broiling sheet that we've coated with a non-vegetable spray. Now if you have a grilling basket, you could do this on the grill as well. We're just going to do it inside today. Spread it out fairly well so that it's pretty much one layer. To that we're going to add 1 medium or 1/2 of a red pepper, a large red pepper that we've cut into strips. And also I've taken a zucchini and cut it in half the long way, or the short way, and then turned it and cut it to about 1/4 inch thick slices so that it's about the same thickness as the eggplant. And again, spread those out. And then we're going to put these in the broiler for about 4 to 5 minutes on a side, just until they start to get brown. And you'll need to turn them halfway through, so total of 8 to 10 minutes. Okay, once you've got them broiled, you need to move on fairly quickly again because you want them to stay a little bit warm. We're going to mix together a dressing for this. We have 3 tablespoons of balsamic vinegar and 1/4 teaspoon of salt, which you could leave out if you chose to, and 1 clove of garlic that's fairly finely minced. Stir those together and then pour that dressing over the salad that you've made and just kind of stir those together. And that'll give a bit of a nice taste to that and some seasoning to it. Now the next step, since these are sandwiches, we're going to take some multigrain hamburger buns or whole wheat bread of some kind, fairly sturdy, and I'm going to just brush it with olive oil. Now often eggplant is cooked heavily in oil, and since it is so spongy, it will soak up whatever you give it, so you can do as much with the oil here as you'd like. This does give it a nice taste though, so I do recommend, and it kind of cuts the sharpness of the vinegar if you're just using vinegar alone. But you don't need a lot. Okay, this simply gets spooned onto the buns so that everybody gets a nice mix. And you get somewhere, probably 2 to 3 servings by doing this. And again, it's something you could do somewhat ahead of time. If you wanted to broil the vegetables ahead of time and then come back later on and mix them together with the dressing. But once you put the dressing on, you do need to serve it right away. For Oklahoma gardening, I hope you'll try eggplant sandwiches this summer. They're something a little bit different, but I think you're going to like them. This is Barbara Brown.
We hope you've enjoyed this classic from the Oklahoma Gardening Vault. Remember, even though these tips and techniques are timeless, there's always something new to learn in the world of gardening. By subscribing to both Oklahoma Gardening and OK Gardening Classics, you'll have access to a wealth of gardening knowledge, both classic and contemporary.